Okay. All right. That's great. That's just perfect. Oh, I deserve it. I so deserve it. Well, let's put it over here. Put it down here somewhere. Oh, that's so awful. Oh, that's so awful. That's the stuff that makes me laugh is whenever I make a mistake. And it's just so it's like unforeseen something. It's like, oh crap. And when somebody destroys my Sunday, it's kind of like, okay, I can understand why they would do that. Because after all, they hate my guts, and this is the only way they can get back at me. I'm probably not going to use the orbital the way I said I did. But, you know, I just don't want them to know that, you know. I want them to keep thinking, you know, that they can't rely upon their best situation. That nothing's going to ruin their best situation. Because if I get my ass kicked by my own team members, it's maybe going to help them to learn to stop treating people badly, you know, just outright doing it, because the more you keep treating people badly, the more they're going to give to you back a multiple of what you give to them. It's like the more that you annoy me, the more you can just expect that I'm going to annoy you even more, and it just keeps going. And I know I probably shouldn't do that myself, but the difference is that they don't have as much power as I do, and I can exploit that power to a greater degree. So if they have power over me, their power over me is going to backfire, and it's going to ruin everybody else. And all I'm going to do is I did it in their name. I have a clip on YouTube showing them doing it to me, and this is why I did it to you. And then they don't have any recourse to say, I didn't do it for some good reason or some bad reason. I didn't do it for no reason at all. I did it for a reason, and that reason was that, yeah. And somebody's trying to take Cade right now. Yeah, let's see. So I'll sit over here. Okay, let's start the take. There we go. See, I don't think I'm going to go to Hade. Sorry, I have a Sunday over here. I'm just going to go to Hade and ambush jump jet to Chalk Intel Hub, maybe. We need to cover the other connections, because if you don't, then they'll take Hade again. That's the reason why you do that. What I really should not do is I really should not beat up on people, but their attitude is so toxic anyhow that beating up on them is just going to be a natural anyhow, because they don't have any sensibilities to say what is good and what's bad, you know. So if you treat everybody badly, guess what? Nobody's going to treat you well. You're just going to all be treating each other badly, and you'll never get any success whatsoever, because you'll all be backstabbing each other. That's the problem. The solution is to just let go. Let go of the stress, because the stress will kill you alone. If you overstress, it will kill you. I know this for a fact. I had a jail mystery with my father, and we were sharing the word with some inmates. One inmate who had killed a person got the word, misunderstood that if he didn't feel remorse for having killed someone, he was going to hell. And in the Christian religion, it's not the case. If you killed someone, you're forgivable. It's when you just keep killing people that you're going to lose your chance of salvation. That's a religion, you know. And if you believe it or not, it doesn't really matter. It does, but it's not. I mean, if you want to let go of the stress, that's what the religion is pretty much for, is to relieve the stress, to let go of the stress and continue on with your life and be productive. That's kind of the reason to have a religion at all. If you don't have any religion, then you can be overstressed by the things you don't know, and you won't be able to relinquish the concern for the things you don't know. You'll be forever seeking for truth and not really finding it. That's the problem with not having a religion. With religion, you can pray and relieve your stress, and you can go on and leave it to a higher power to take care of. I'm watering it down. If I was really gung ho on my religion, I would be telling you that Jesus is the only way. That's what I believe, but someone else is going to believe different. So, to keep for the purposes of what's called apologetics, you try to keep it civil, and you say, my religion says this, or your religion says that, and to understand where everybody's coming from. Um, what happens is that you'll be discussing that, and there will be that one drunk guy who'll come up and he'll say, all this stuff you're talking about is all complete rubbish. And then I would turn to that guy and I'd say, well, that rules you out, and that means that no matter what you say, we are not going to trust a word you say. You are completely out of the picture. Whatever you say is not going to have any effect on our perception of what is going on in this discussion. You're permanently ignored. See, that's what you don't want to happen. If you want to negotiate good stuff in the world, you don't go and say everybody's stupid. Nobody's say is worth anything. I do that to some extent in this game, but it's because I don't hear much actual informed, logical discussion going on. What I hear most of the time is people bickering at me and heckling me, and it's very shallow remarks, and it's usually character assassination. I don't do character assassination to the degree the guys in this game do character assassination. Character assassination is when it's like with Trump, you basically pick off the things that are very simple and shallow, and you attack those things, hoping that everybody will attack that person for those things. And the problem is it's so shallow because they don't really get at the heart of what is the problem with that person, if there is a problem. They don't listen to them long enough to figure out what may be right or wrong with them. They're so eager to prove them wrong that they're not willing to give them the benefit of a doubt. Trump always chose his people on the grounds of he would act like a fool to see what they would disagree with, and the ones that were eager not to give him the benefit of a doubt, they were eager to find fault in him, he would know to cut them off because they were the first people to jump up and say, you're a fool, okay? And then he'd say, well, you're out of the picture, you're out of the picture, you're out of the picture. It's a technique. And it's the benefit that I will give Trump is that the sort of decisions he makes are decisions that he's figured out work, and the reason why he's successful in certain things in business is because he understands these techniques, and it's how you deal with political situations among business people who are all interested in making money or only looking out for themselves. You have to negotiate with people that are selfish by seeing from their position what it is that they value, and then negotiating in ways that both will benefit both of you. And if they could see how something that benefits you benefits them, then they will cooperate. Okay. And that's how business people work. Computer engineers don't work that way. Computer engineers don't care about money so much. All they care about is that the ideas that are in their head end up in the world benefiting other people. That it's the cream on the it's the icing on the cake when they get paid well to do that. But they really do not care about making large amounts of money. Some do, some don't. Artists who are entrepreneurs are more business-like, and they will figure out ways that they can make art that looks like crap and sell it to rich people who don't know it's crap. Rich people that have the desire to be to have some amount of personal character, in the area of the art world. They just want to say that they're really good at something. And so you get that artist guy who's going to teach this rich person how to look at all these paintings. so that they can say the things they get on to say. And while they're doing that, they're getting this heavy amount of money from that rich person by making the rich person feel like he is being accomplished. He's feeling accomplished and stuff. And when that rich person's without the art person's sitting there laughing with his friends and say, "Look at the guy I just made. I made this guy think that he's like really good at recognizing good art, and he's just looking at crap," you know, which is a good bit of the modern art today that sells like really for a lot of money. Most of it is just complete crap. If there's anything of any benefit in it, it's the process through which the art was made. But aside from that, if it looks like crap, it is crap. That's the way I think about it. I don't believe, however, Van Gogh paintings are fantastic, and it's a really good art is art that was made with a process that expedites the expression of the painting in a way that is pleasing. And if you're able to make it pleasing, you're able to make it fast and sell it. That's good art, okay? Also good art is making art for yourselves that may take forever to make and may not sell for anything. That's art you make for yourself. There's all sorts of things that people can do for themselves, make themselves better, but they're the people that are interested in making money, and there are people that are not so concerned with it. And the people who are not so concerned with it are making really good stuff. The people that are concerned with making money, they're making shit most of the time, because they're not really concerned about how the stuff they create is going to benefit the world. They're only concerned with how much money they can make doing that. And so there's a part of their person, of their idea of the way that they see themselves, associated with the money. And when the money goes, then they get super depressed because they're worthless. And it's because they didn't invest their skills, they didn't invest themselves in things that really would give them joy. And that is to create good stuff, okay? Stuff that people are going to want to, if you have an art form, you develop your art form, you can create art that people wants to buy, and that is that's where your value lies, is in your ability to create good art. And it doesn't matter even if you're out on your luck, you can always make more art and sell it and get back into the game. Rich people have their money, and just like the song "Rich Girl" by Daryl Hall and John Oates, a rich girl, she can treat people badly, but she'll always have the money. She can always rely on the old man. Always rely on the old man. It's a bitch girl. It's a bitch girl. Rich girl. Rich girl. You can say you say you can rely on the old man's money. You can say you rely on the old man's money, but it's a bitch girl. See, the thing, and the whole way through is he's saying that you can't have a real, actual, loving relationship because you're in a parasitic lifestyle. You are depending on somebody else's money. You're not depending on my money or my love. You're depending on their money, and you can take me or leave me. And that is not worth. It isn't worth my time to invest time with you if you are not willing to sacrifice that dependency. You see. Now, that would make it really difficult for me right now to go and marry somebody else, because I'm in a situation right now where I can't get married. Okay, that is a parasitic lifestyle, but I'm not interested in having a personal, loving relationship with a woman. It's not in my best interest. In multiple ways, and it never has really been in my best interest from the very beginning, mainly because of STDs, and I've not really been that interested in having children. So anyhow, I'm going to put this up in the clip.